Are you looking for a wireless mechanical keyboard that's Tenkeyless that costs under $50? Well, you're in luck. We have one right here. This is the Velocifire TKL02WS, and we're going to do a review on this keyboard right now. Let's jump into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Betty from Switch and Click, and here at Switch and Click we dive deep into mechanical keyboards where we provide straightforward and honest mechanical keyboard reviews for you guys. Let's jump into the review. Alright, so straight out of the box, we see that it has a very compact form factor. It's a Tenkeyless mechanical keyboard. It has a full plastic frame and a plastic top plate as well. It has black ABS plastic keycaps, and as you can see, it does not have a floating keycap design like many of the other keyboards that we've been seeing on this channel. Okay, there's 3 options for this keyboard. There's 2 that are compatible for the PC, one in black, this one, and then the other one all white. And then we have one Mac compatible one for $10 more. This keyboard is $48.99, and the white one is $47.99. We'll link both of them down below if you're interested in buying or just checking it out. Inside the box, you get the keyboard itself, a small instruction manual, a very short USB-C charging cable, a keycap puller, and a little Bluetooth USB dongle. So one of the nice things about this keyboard is that it can be wireless. However, unlike other wireless mechanical keyboards that we've seen, this one cannot connect through Bluetooth. It instead uses a small wireless dongle, as you can see here, very similar to some of Logitech's old wireless keyboards. And to connect, there is a switch on the back right here, and you just turn that on and it'll connect to the computer. Alright, so one of the pros of this is that it does have a detachable USB-C cable, but it's not easy to use with the cable that comes with it because it's so short. I use my own personal USB-C cable and just plug it right in. The plug's right in the middle of the keyboard itself. Super easy to use. No complaints there. At the back, you see that it has 4 rubber feet and 2 rubberized kickstands right here. The switches on this keyboard are Content brown tactile switches. I've never heard of Content branded switches, but they're Cherry MX equivalents. They sound pretty quiet. There's no ringing, pretty decent sound quality. So no complaints there at all. Despite being pretty quiet, I still would not recommend that you bring this keyboard into the office because it can get pretty loud even if you're standing across the room. And if you're wondering why I sound so different than I usually do, it's because we're feeling a little bit under the weather. We've been sick for the past couple of days, or the past week rather, but still gonna do this. Gonna get through this review. Okay, so some things about these Content brown switches. I think they feel better than the Otomu brown switches. They're more tactile and they feel slightly lighter. There's pretty much no information on the Content switches except on the Velocifire website. They say that these switches are pretty much Otomu equivalents, and that Content was a switch maker that was founded in 1999. Other than that, we pretty much know nothing about them. One problem I had with this keyboard is when I was typing with it, the R key would occasionally miss and not register. It could be that my USB cable was the problem, but even when typing wirelessly on the PC, that still had the problem as well. So it could be the switch, it could be the PCB, not exactly sure why, but the R specifically kept missing. And then if you look at the design of the keyboard itself, it has a slightly ergonomic curve to it that makes typing very comfortable and no issues at all. It has a natural incline to it, but if you want a higher incline, you can always flip up the kickstands if that's your jam. Alright, when we look at the keycaps themselves, they are ABS plastic. They're double shot injected. They are not flimsy at all. You can't really push them in. Pretty high quality keycaps. And then if we look here, these are the content brown switches. They look just like other brown switches that we've seen, nothing too special. They're pretty quiet and they don't ring at all. All right, so let's plug it in and then see what kind of backlight it has. Look at the legends, look at some of the typing and more. All right, so now that we've plugged it in, we can see that it only has white backlight. It's not super bright and not super shiny either. There's really no complaints about it. All right, on a closer inspection, the backlight shines through pretty subtly, a little dim. You have the option to turn it off and turn it back on. Other than that, there are no brightness options on this keyboard. The legends are clean and simple. It has secondary functions up here on the function row. We can open up our browser, go to our home page, email, music, previous track, next track, pause, play, stop, volume up, volume down, mute, and the calculator. I'm seeing a lot of calculators recently. So no complaints at all with the legends or the keycaps. We also have a Windows lock feature that we've seen on many other keyboards as well. And then the Mac version of this keyboard replaces some of these keys with the Mac appropriate keys. The keycaps are slightly textured. They're not matte, less likely to accumulate oil or grime on them. However, with the design of the keyboard, you see that it can start to accumulate dust and hair quite quickly. It has a high profile design, as you can see, and then the branding is very subtle. Just in the right side of the keyboard right there, it says Velocifire. Other than that, it's pretty simple and a very office appropriate keyboard. The wireless installs very quickly using a 2.4G connection. It's easy to turn on, but it doesn't work with Bluetooth. So let's do a quick typing test. Okay, so now that we've seen it perform wired, we're gonna switch to wireless mode. Just unplug that, put this dongle in, and then flip the switch on the back. All right, so it's disconnected from the computer, and as you can see, the lights are on, everything is working, and we can do a quick typing test like this too. And it works great. One complaint is that it does have this little unevenness to it. And that problem still happens even if the kickstand is up. Strange. So the verdict is for a keyboard like this, we really enjoy using it. It's probably one of our top 3 budget mechanical keyboards under $50 out of the 10 mechanical keyboards that we have. They're under $50. It is pretty decent. The fact that it doesn't have any ringing sounds. It has a wireless feature, but it also features a USB-C cable that's detachable. The switches themselves are nothing special, but the stabilizers and the ABS plastic keycaps themselves are quite nice to use. It's not ringy at all, unlike most of our other budget keyboards that we've reviewed, so we really like this one. It's great to use on the go or when you're typing with a laptop, since it's so easy to just plug in that dongle and use it like that. Out of most of the budget keyboards that we've reviewed, this one is one of the few that has wireless capabilities, which is pretty awesome. We probably would recommend that you buy it if you're interested in a simple Tenkeyless mechanical keyboard with just white backlight. If you don't need that RGB, but you want to be able to use it with your laptop or your PC and do so wirelessly. If your PC doesn't have Bluetooth like mine, this one's probably great to use since you just plug in the dongle. And that's it. It's a great keyboard. We recommend it. We'll do a video in the future recapping our top 3 mechanical keyboards that are budget. But if you're interested in watching all of our budget mechanical keyboard reviews, press here. If you're interested in watching another video by us, press here. And subscribe here if you want to. What other mechanical keyboards should we purchase and review for you guys? I'll see you in the next one.